cool. This is Erin Kelly with Don't Be a Monster, and you're watching Inside the Haunt Industry.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Haunt Industry. I'm your host, Dan Doble, bringing you the who, the what, and the where of the industry we all love. Today, we're at Transworld 2015, where we're going to see some really cool stuff.
Baby, we don't have to go far unless you want to show me a lovely place out of town where you feel most at ease. Well, you are the one that...
So my name's Erin Kelly. I'm the program manager for Don't Be a Monster. We've been around, for about 4 years. We started really small in San Antonio, just working with one haunt, seeing if people liked the program. We started pretty small, and now we're growing into this humble company that lots of people are getting excited about. I came on board last year, actually just at the end of Transworld, so I had no idea what I was getting into coming to Transworld this year. I like working with kids in ways that they don't know you're teaching them something, that they think they're just involved in something really cool. So I used to teach art, and I saw this on a website in Colorado, this nonprofit job board opening for an outreach coordinator for a youth program that works with haunted houses. It's like, I don't know how that makes sense, but that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. We partner with haunted houses throughout the U.S. Actors from the haunted house come in their everyday clothes to come work with kids, teach them to stand up for each other, to be leaders in their schools, and the kids just see it as working with haunted house actors and talking about, after the presentation, they'll talk about the makeup they use and what their masks are made out of, and the kids don't realize that they're learning about being leaders just by association with these people. It's a really cool setup. So when we first started, it was just in one school in San Antonio. The guys that found this program, John Love and Chris Stafford, just wanted to see what people thought. If they went into a school as haunted house owners, what they thought of an anti-bullying presentation. This past year we were in 11 cities. We did, let me make sure I get the numbers right. We did 114 schools. We reached over 80,000 kids in the first year. I think it was just maybe 1,000, 1,800. We had more schools that wanted us than we were able to go visit. I think that there's different types of bullying, but nonetheless bullying at all stages of people's life. I would love if there was an adult anti-bullying program, but for our program's purposes, we work with 4th through 9th graders. Frank embodies someone that's misunderstood. So we tell the kids that Frank looks different. You know, we joke when we're doing the presentations, we look out in the crowd and see if anyone has bolts in their neck or if their scalp's exposed, and we're like, no, all of you guys don't look much like him. Frank looks different, but he's just like you guys. One child said something about people giving him a hard time for the way he looks, and that he thinks it's really important to make sure people don't give Frank a hard time. So one kid actually kind of stood next to him while people were going up and making sure people were being nice to Frank, and that he was being his upstander at that point. And that's what our program is people standing up for each other. And it's gotten a little bit more intense in the past couple years just with technology. And I think technology is a phenomenal thing. I also think it's something kids maybe don't fully understand how to use responsibly yet. And so a big thing that's changed is back before kids had cell phones or before Facebook or all that social media kind of communication, when they left school or went home on the weekends, they could choose who they were around. But nowadays it's a 24/7 thing because how many people are talking about it and how many people are aware that it's as serious as it is now. Awareness has gone up so high that instances of bullying have gone down. I think the biggest shift is people recognizing the difference between children picking on each other and normal, I call it playground activity, where, boys are chasing girls around if it's a younger age, and friends pick on each other. That's a normal thing, that's a normal part of growing up. But then there's a line where it goes from picking on each other to then when it kind of turns into bullying to then when it escalates into harassment. And so we're trying to intervene in that middle area and help kids realize that it's in their hands to be there for each other. And we're all in this together. We're all going through school together. It's so much more fun if you guys can support each other and be friends with each other and be there for each other. And to get involved with Don't Be a Monster, we have a variety of levels of involvement. whether you're an individual to a business owner. I'm Erin Kelly. My email is all over the place, but info@don'tbeamonster is the best way to get in touch with me. info@don'tbeamonster.org. I can help you with a fundraiser. I can help you with something in your community. We work quite often with home haunts, so you don't have to be, we primarily partner with larger haunts in the community, but home haunts, love working with home haunts. Whether it's putting a donation bin or a sign that just says you support Don't Be a Monster. And then up to the top tier is the partnering organization. But yeah, just email me. Let's talk. I'm sure there's a way we can have you work with us. Yeah.